Have you ever stared at a blank page, waiting for the words to magically materialize out of thin air? What if I told you that the secret to releasing your inner muse and bringing those words to life lies right outside your front door? In this video, dear happy writer, I will show you how nature can be your supreme writing muse and how nature can make you a better and happier writer. Not only will nature be an everlasting well of inspiration, but you'll have so much fun that you'll never again run out of ideas. This video is all about finding writing inspiration from nature. We'll explore ways in which nature can spark fresh ideas for your novel, clear your mind so you can be laser focused during your writing session, and how playful activities in nature can boost your word count. Now grab your notebook, your walking shoes, and let's see how the outdoors can elevate your writing process, awaken your senses, and help you write your next best-selling novel. Hello, and welcome back to Happy Writer Hub. And if you're new here, I'm Maria, a happy writer, and I'm here to cheer for you on your writing journey. Gaining a fresh perspective from nature. We often get stuck in a routine doing the same thing day in and day out. And then we're surprised we're not in the mood to write because we're just not getting any new ideas. There's nothing new there to inspire a fresh perspective on your manuscript. Our brain needs novelty. It needs new stimuli to get inspired and to get those neurons working more efficiently. Stepping out of your usual environment can provide the novelty your brain longs for. Nature is an especially favorable medium for this because no matter how much time you spend in nature, you can always find something new to admire. I'm lucky enough to live close to a forest, and every new hike I take, even if it's the same path that I used before, I always discover something new. For me, nature is like a goldmine of new ideas waiting to be discovered and turned into precious stories. Nature can be particularly inspiring if you write fantasy. The moss-covered trees, the carpet of ferns covering the entire forest floor, and the towering trees reaching out to the sky create the perfect fantasy landscape. Walking through this enchanting scenery makes you think you've stepped into a fantasy world with fairies and leprechauns about to come out and greet you. It's impossible not to feel inspired when you're out on an adventure through this magical landscape. In every walk in nature, one receives far more than he seeks. Nature helps with show, don't tell. How many times have you heard the most common writing advice? Show, don't tell. There isn't a course, book, or blog on writing that doesn't mention it. Showing, not telling, is an essential ingredient for high-quality prose. As a scientist, I'm used to telling and explaining the facts as concisely as possible. So showing didn't, and still doesn't, come easy to me. That's why I'm happy to use any medium that helps me learn how to show. Nature can skillfully teach us the art of showing. Moreover, nature teaches us how to show with all the senses. We sometimes show in our writing by explaining what we see and hear, but we forget there are other senses at our disposal: touch, smell, and taste. The more senses you use, the more successful you will be in creating vivid descriptions that will immerse your reader deep into your world by engaging the reader's mind on multiple levels. So don't hesitate to use all of them if you can. Nature can teach you how to do it. Remember to take a notebook with you when you go on this sense exploratory adventure. Take notes of everything you experience with all your senses. Here are some examples of how to use all the senses for showing. Sight: a lush carpet of moss and ferns stretching endlessly into the deep forest. Sound: the harmonious forest symphony of cheerful bird chirping. Touch: the rough texture of a tree bark ridged with tiny valleys and hills. Smell: the crisp, clean air clearing up your airways with every breath. Taste: the rich and damp earthly taste of the forest coating your tongue. Just to be on the safe side, I recommend imagining this one and not actually tasting the dirt in the forest. You might say that you don't have nature in your novel to describe. You can still benefit from the exercise, even if you're writing a dystopian novel that takes place in a world where we've destroyed all nature. But luckily for now, we still have beautiful natural places that can help us improve the show don't tell by practicing describing what we see in nature. Mindfulness in nature fuels writing. Are you stuck in your writing and unable to solve that plot hole no matter how many times you keep reading what you wrote? Clearing your mind and making space for new ideas is what you need. There's nothing like a walk in nature to help you get rid of all that mental clutter. It has a meditative effect and helps free your mind and gets you out of that overthinking spiral you've been on. You'll be able to look at your manuscript with a fresh pair of eyes and bring forth a new set of ideas that will save your plot. The key to attaining this mental clarity during your nature walk is to be present. Be in the moment. That means not walking while looking down at your phone, checking what everybody is doing on social media, not talking on the phone, and sadly, not listening to a book either. All these activities will take your focus from the present moment and you'll miss out on everything nature is trying to show you. Do you find it too difficult to resist temptation? Try leaving your phone at home so you can be fully present and experience everything nature has to offer. Look around you. Do you see that leaf that's just starting to change color as fall begins to settle? The moss hanging down a tree like spider webs? The tree crowns stretching far above your head? Observe the nature as it is right here and now. That's a quote from Wolf, a character from The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub. Whenever I feel my mind wandering, I repeat to myself Wolf's advice and my mind immediately snaps back to reality. It works like a charm every time. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in having my mind wander instead of observing what's right in front of me. As a writer, I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're so caught up in our imagination, we sometimes forget about the real world. But sometimes it's the real world experiences that can provide the best ideas for your novel. So keep Wolf's advice in mind, right here and now. Writing inspired by nature's metaphors. Freeing your mind to make space for fresh thoughts is wonderful, and nature makes that possible. But nature offers so much more than that. It's the ultimate source of metaphors, helping you level up your writing by providing a never-ending supply of ingenious comparisons. There's a wealth of metaphors you can find in nature if you just take the time to observe and reflect on what you see. There are lessons on perseverance, adaptability, and starting over. You just have to open your eyes and let nature be your writing guide. First, we can learn lessons on perseverance from nature. Your job as an author is to make your hero's life a living nightmare, filling his path with as many obstacles and challenges as you can think of. The whole point of a hero's journey is for him to learn how to persevere, find his way out of the mess you put him in, and emerge as the hero he's destined to be. You need inspiration on how to help your hero persevere? Let nature guide you. Consider how resilient trees are as seasons change. Summer or winter, thunderstorm or drought, extreme heat or freezing temperatures, no matter the conditions, they persevere, growing taller, stronger, and more impressive with each passing season. You want to teach your heroine patience and perseverance? The persistent flow of a river slowly carving its way through rock perfectly symbolizes how small, consistent efforts can conquer any obstacle. A valuable lesson for your heroine. Second, we also get lessons on adaptability from nature. As your heroine leaves the familiar Act 1 world and steps into the Act 2 world, a world very different from her own, she needs to learn how to adapt to the new conditions. Both flora and fauna offer valuable examples of how to adapt and thrive in new circumstances. Chameleons, leaf butterflies, and dragon lizards have learned how to use camouflage to blend in with the environment and hide from their enemies. What resources can you offer your heroes to help them blend in with their new environment and hide from their enemies. Similarly, plants demonstrate remarkable adaptability to harsh conditions. Cacti, for example, survive in the extreme environment of the desert by quickly absorbing water through their shallow wide roots in the event of a rain and using their thick fleshy stems to store that water for long periods of time. If a cactus can even survive my expert care, going for months forgotten without a drop of water, that just shows you how incredibly adaptable they are. And your hero needs to be just as resourceful if he's to survive in the new world. Finally, the lessons from nature on starting over. I love butterflies, which I'm sure you've already realized by now if you've looked around my website. Don't you think butterflies perfectly symbolize rebirth and self-improvement? They evolved from a modest caterpillar into a stunning, magnificently colored butterfly. A true reinvention of oneself to start over as a better version of oneself. Isn't that exactly what your heroine needs to do as she overcomes all the challenges you've set for her? Her journey in an unfamiliar world is filled with hardship, experiencing painful losses that challenge her identity. But these challenges, while difficult to endure, are what help her emerge as a stronger, more resilient version of herself, ready to start over with renewed purpose and courage. Before moving on to the last tip, if you're enjoying this video, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more tips on being a productive, happy writer. Playfulness boosts productivity. Have you ever watched Miranda, the British TV comedy series? I feel like I connect so well to the main character for two main reasons. First, she's just as clumsy as me, and she gets herself into as many embarrassing social situations as I do. Such fun, but above all, she takes things lightly, finding a playful approach to life. I think we can all benefit from modeling Miranda and infuse playfulness into our work and life. Nature is the perfect place to reconnect with our inner child and rediscover our sense of playfulness. Playful activities in nature can lift your mood, give you energy, and make you more excited about all the new ideas that flooded your brain during your walk. They will simply make you a happier, more productive writer. What are some playful activities you could try? Let's start with our little winged friends, the birds. There are multiple studies that show how listening to the bird song can improve mental health by reducing stress and anxiety, improving the mood and the focus. But how about adding some playfulness to that? When you listen to the bird song, try to imitate them. Did it sound anything like what you had heard? Did the bird answer back? If not, keep working on it. Even if the bird doesn't reply, at least you're having a good laugh. Have you ever tried galloping instead of walking on the forest trail? For reference, I will add a link in the video description where Miranda teaches you how to gallop. Are you embarrassed to do it when there are others around? Try it when you're alone on the trail. Seriously, try it and prepare yourself for immediate stress relief and uncontrollable laughter. Studies have shown that laughter can activate various brain regions associated with creativity, boosting creativity and increasing well-being. With this added creativity boost, wouldn't you be able to come up with even better ideas for your novel? I believe that playfulness is just what we need to become more productive, happier writers. If you enjoyed this video, then you might also enjoy this other video about the different sources of inspiration for writers. Dear happy writer, stay playful and have fun on your writing journey.